Today we're going to take a look at Dante's Peak 1997 on 4K Ultra HD from Turbine. In this review, I'm going to compare the 4Ks from Turbine and Kino Lorber. So which version of Dante's Peak would you like to add to your collection? We're breaking it all down and then answering the question, should you upgrade? Both films, whether it's Kino Lorber or Turbine, were approved, meaning the color grading and everything were approved by the director of Dante's Peak. Now, when it comes to color grading, it's weird. To a normal person, it looks the same. It totally looks the same. You're gonna see a little bit of changes in the Turbine when it comes to color grading. Certain scenes in the outside looks a little bit, the skies look a little bit different compared to the Kino Lorber. You're going to notice it when I'm gonna do the comparisons of the 4K versus 4K. I'm going to show the scenes that you could see the differences, but here I'm going to show the videos while it's playing. You're gonna see the two of them, and then you let me know in the comments if you think they look the same or they look different. But you're going to see a hair changes in the color grading in the Turbine versus the Kino. Now, another thing which is so shocking to say, I personally believe that the Turbine version of Dante's Peak is a hair sharper also than Kino Lorber. But again, to the naked eye, to any other person, it's going to look similar. You guys can check out the comparisons of the Kino Lorber 4K versus the Turbine 4K. Enjoy. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the comparisons of the Turbine 4K versus the Kino Lorber. Leave a comment down below and let me know which one you think looks best, but let's get right into audio quality. All right, guys, when it comes to audio quality, the Kino Lorber 4K comes with Dolby Atmos, DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, while the 4K for Turbine comes with Dolby Atmos in Germany and English, and plus it comes with Dolby True HD 7.1 in Germany and English. So again, I think that's a pretty cool plus. You're getting a higher coding in terms of sound in the Germany version compared to the Kino Lorber, where it comes with the DTS Master Audio 5.1. But again, I know a lot of people are asking me the Dolby Atmos, what it sounds like. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. To me, they both sound great, sounds amazing. The Germany version to me had a little bit more bass. It felt kind of a little bit more oomph, but I don't know if that could just be me, myself, because honestly, I do not know if these two mixes are the same or different. It didn't give me information online on if this is a brand new Dolby Atmos mix compared to the Kino Lorber. I'm assuming they're kind of the same, but to me, I felt like the Germany version had a little bit more oomph in the volcano scenes and stuff, and the helicopter going around. And another thing I would like to say, which I thought it was phenomenal from Turbine side, I never seen this before in a 4K disc, and I thought it was dope. When you put the 4K in the disc, into the player, Dolby Cinema kicks in and it says experience sound like never before. And you get these different sound effects going through all your surround sound, which testing it out, to me, I felt like it was testing out your surround sound, and I thought it sounded great. I was like, holy crap, you hear water, you hear like nature, like water drops dropping. It went from one speaker to the back to the other, and then it rotated all around. And I was like, this is actually pretty cool. I was telling my wife, I was like, I've never seen a 4K disc display something like that, like showing off like Dolby Cinema sound before the movie starts. Like I may be giving it to you like, oh, you know, maybe you could tweak your sound here and there to make it sound better. But the Germany version, I thought that was good. And I say kudos to Turbine for doing that, because I thought it was cool. I tweaked my sound a little bit when it came to certain ambient noises. I was like, that's cool. And maybe that's what enhanced Dante's Peak a little bit for me. But to me, I felt like the Germany version of Dante's Peak was a hair better, but it could be the same mix. It could just be me. But with that said, all right, guys, let's get to the menus and special features. All right, guys, when it comes to menus and special features, the 4K for Kino Lorber comes with 2 special features. It comes with audio commentary and isolated score and effects. Now, this is something that a lot of people were leaving comments when I did the Kino Lorber versus the Blu-ray, saying that I didn't talk about it on the special features. That was my fault, my bad. So I'll talk a little bit about it now. Isolated score and effects is just you listening to the music and the sound effects when the explosions are going off. You hear no dialogue. You're just pretty much watching the movie with music. This is something that Star Wars Rise of Skywalker did, and I thought it was, or Last Jedi. It's one of those two that had John Williams score, and you could just watch the movie that way with no dialogue. And I thought it was an amazing way to watch a movie. Sometimes you just don't want to hear the words. You just want to see the movie for itself and just listen to the music. And I think Star Wars did that, but the fact that they gave you isolated score and effects on the Kino Lorber side, I thought that was pretty cool. Now, when it comes to the menu, I want to talk about that quick. The menu for Turbine, the menu is actually pretty cool. It's just them playing the movie clips in the background. So it's the entire screen, movie clips, and then all your selections on the bottom. Totally different. I'm happy with that because it's not just a wallpaper with all your selections in the bottom. So you are gonna get clips of the entire movie in the background with the selections. Now, when it comes to the Turbine 4K special features, you're getting 9 special features. Now, some of the special features on the Germany side is not in the Kino Lorber side. So again, you're getting new special features or maybe old special features, but it's only look like it's exclusive to Germany compared to the Kino Lorber. But again, you guys are gonna see it there on screen, all the differences, special features that is throughout. Because like I said, the 4K has no special features, only audio commentary and the isolated score and effects. So with that said, let's get right into the final verdict. All right, guys, when it comes to the final verdict, should you upgrade Dante's Peak to Turbine? I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot see people going, okay, I'm gonna go and buy the Turbine version of Dante's Peak, because honestly, to a normal person, this looks the same. It's going to look the same. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments down below saying it's the same. What are you talking about? But honestly, if you have the Turbine version, you know what I'm talking about with the hair better looking than the Kino Lorber. You're gonna see it as a little bit more sharper, like a hair sharper. You're gonna see a little bit of the color grading. Hopefully you got to see that in when I did the comparisons of the 4K versus 4K. And of course, you're gonna see a little bit on the contrast where I feel like there's certain scenes look a little bit darker than the 4K from Kino Lorber. But again, it's just a hair. I don't think it's a big drastic looking film from one company to another, but you get to see a little bit difference from one company to another. So again, I can't see a lot of people going, oh my God, this is a different version of Dante's Peak, but I could see some people that might want to get the Turbine version. Then that's totally up to you. To be honest with you, honestly, I waited 2 weeks to get this into my collection. So I don't know if you guys have that patience to wait for a 4K to come from Germany. That's up to you. But honestly, I could totally see people just keeping the Kino Lorber and just go, it's okay with the Germany version. Like I said, I don't think it's a crazy drastic looking film. It's a hair sharper contrast and color grading. But other than that, like I said, the only thing that I'm a little iffy on is the Dolby Atmos. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comments and let me know if this is a brand new Dolby Atmos mix or it's the same as Kino Lorber. But other than that, I mean, they're both fantastic 4Ks at the end. But for me, I'm gonna lean towards the Turbine in this department because I think it looks a little bit better than the Kino Lorber. But there you guys have it. What do you think of Dante's Peak from 1997 on 4K? Which version would you like to add to your collection? Remember to leave a comment down below and remember to like, share, and subscribe for all things Geeks and Flix. Be awesome to each other and keep collecting.